To summarize Key Concept 3.3, changes in trade networks resulting from and stimulating increased productive capacity with important implications for social and gender structures and environmental processes. Roman numeral 1 includes innovations stimulating agricultural and industrial production in many regions. Agricultural production increased significantly due to technological innovations, such as the Chinamba field systems, the Waru agricultural techniques in the Andean areas, improved terracing techniques, the horse collar, three-field rotation, and swamp draining. Demand for luxury goods increased in Afro-Eurasia. Chinese, Persian, and Indian artisans and merchants expanded their production of textiles and porcelains for export. Industrial production of iron and steel expanded in China. Roman numeral 2 includes the fate of cities varied greatly with periods of significant decline and periods of increased urbanization buoyed by rising productivity and expanding trade networks. Multiple factors contributed to the decline of urban areas in this period, including invasions, disease, and the decline of agricultural productivity. Multiple factors contributed to urban revival, including the end of invasions, the availability of safe and reliable transport, the rise of commerce and warmer temperatures between 800 CE and 1300, increased agricultural productivity, and subsequent rising population and greater availability of labor. And finally, Roman numeral 3. Despite significant continuities in social structures and in methods of production, there are also some important changes in labor management and in the effect of religious conversion on gender relations and family life. The diversification of labor organization that began with settled agriculture continued in this period. Forms of labor organization included free peasant agriculture, nomadic pastoralism, craft production, and guild and organization, various forms of coerced and unfree labor, government imposed labor, and military obligations. As in the previous period, social structures were shaped largely by class and caste hierarchies. Patriarchy continued. However, in some areas, women exercised more power and influence, most notably among the Mongols and in West Africa, Japan, and Southeast Asia. New forms of coerced labor appeared, including serfdom in Europe and Japan, and the elaboration of the Mita in the Inca Empire. Peasants resisted attempts to raise dues and taxes by staging revolts. The demand for slaves for both military and domestic purposes increased, particularly in Central Eurasia, parts of Africa, and the Eastern Mediterranean. Examples of regions where free peasants revolted are China and the Byzantine Empire. Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, and Neo-Confucianism were adopted in new regions and often caused significant changes in gender relations and family structure. Examples: divorce for both men and women in some Muslim states, the practice of foot binding in Song China, and female monastic orders in Christianity and Buddhism.